Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the Crow's Nest. Welcome if you are new. We are a spiritual all of mind community, learning as we grow along our ascension journey. This is going to be a message for what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on. Although these messages are intended for the general collective, I do tend to pick up on the masculine collective, but these messages are timeless, so if it finds you and it resonates with your journey, then it's intended for you at that time. Also, do keep in mind with my messages, they do tend to be a continuation from previous messages, so you'll often hear me refer back to my previous readings, and I'll make sure to include my playlist down below so that you can find those readings that I refer back to. So I'm a little bit excited to go over today's message. I'm feeling that for the collective right now that I'm picking up on, a lot of you are feeling as though there's a sense of things are being delayed, things are not going as you want them to. Some of you might even be experiencing, like I heard, nightmares, and even feeling as though you're under some sort of spiritual attack. But this really does make me feel the need to bring up a remembrance about that divine intervention that's taking place. Some of you have been going through some difficult situations that have been making you feel very depleted, very burnt out. And for some of you, there has been instant karma that's been coming up as a result of how it is that you're trying to navigate the situation that you're kind of caught up in. But really, there is like a really positive outcome to today's message, no matter how it's resonating for you. So let's talk a little bit first as well about the numerology behind today. Today is the time that I'm recording this is December 23rd. So we're getting an overall energy today, frequency of number 5. So this is all about change. So bear in mind that right now you're going through a transformation, and that's why it feels like things are delayed. Things feel like they're against you. You feel like you're under some kind of like spiritual attack. You just kind of feel like everything is coming down on you right now, and it's a result of you're just kind of like, why me? Why did I deserve this? What did I do? But it's this transformation that you're going through, and that's why things feel a little uncomfortable right now. And as I'm saying that, my voice keeps kind of cracking a little bit. Some other numbers that might also be significant today, I didn't circle it before, but I'm actually just really staring at the number 14 right now, 523. Also 7s and 8s and 3s are really powerful today. And we're also getting some energy, like that 10 energy, talking about cycles being regenerated. And we also just passed through the solstice as well, winter solstice. So we're now looking forward to the birth of the light. We were just in a period for quite a while where we were not just with the season, but with inside of ourselves journeying through those darker aspects. But now that we've passed through that solstice, now we are looking forward to the rebirth of the light, and that's within inside of ourselves as well. So all of that turbulence that we feel that we've been going through, we're going to start to feel a shift, a change, a transition in those energies that are going to begin to help us to feel more light, more uplifted, more energetic, more vibrant. So many things to say on that, but let's go ahead and get into the message. So I did hear when asking Spirit what today's message was going to be about, I did hear the word delay. And then after that, I started to hear the song Night Train, that country song, a little bit. So I was kind of getting like a little bit of like a romance vibes in regards to this. I have been channeling that. I don't typically do love readings unless it comes through. And I have been getting that in my last few readings, kind of like that twin flame energy, a sense of a union coming together, and a sense of a collaboration, if you will, in regards to a partnership, a romantic partnership. But again, take it how it resonates. And something else that I heard after that as well, which was interesting, was Earl Grey. That came through as I was shuffling the seeds of the Sacred Feminine deck. And there is a card in this deck that talks about drink warm tea. And this is all about soothing yourself, bringing comfort to yourself. So I feel that that's necessary right now. Just drinking something that's warming, something that's soothing from within. What else was I going to say in regards to that? Yes, the Four of Swords energy that's been coming through, talking about now is a time for stillness, time for rest, rejuvenation, that 10 energy, right? There's a regeneration happening with the cycles, with the season, and with inside of ourselves, right? So again, just take some time for stillness, drink some warm tea, be sure to just really be nourishing your physical body right now. We've been talking a lot about purging the physical body in terms of health, as well as releasing emotions that are trapped in the emotional body. And that's all going to help to clear a spiritual blockage that is really maybe even delaying this spiritual awakening that I've been channeling for so many in the collective are going through at this time. And the other thing that I really got from that message was I was actually starting to see part of the movie Dreamcatcher. I think that's like a Stephen King movie, I can't remember, but I was seeing the part of the movie where the little boy uses his finger to kind of create a portal to lead him places and show him things that he wouldn't, like most people wouldn't typically be able to see. Oh my gosh, my throat now all of a sudden feels like sandpaper. And what I'm getting from that is, like, again, some of you really tapping into your powers. That's really a confirmation, I guess, about that, picking up on that sense about a delay in the spiritual awakening. So I do see some of you having powers that are unlike anything. You know, when you use these powers, or if people were to see you using them, they would feel so astonished by you, right? And the other thing that I also heard from Dreamcatcher, the movie, was Mr. Gray. And I know Mr. Gray obviously was like the darker character, the antagonist of the movie, of the storyline. And so I really do, that's where I kind of got this like sense of a spiritual attack coming through, because I just really feel as though this energy of like Mr. Gray is coming through, because you know, I'm just thinking about in the movie how, you know, Mr. Gray was kind of out to get the world, and it just, I'm getting this energy about how you just feel like you are being attacked by Mr. Gray. And also I will point out that gray is a word that I've been hearing coming through in my readings for a while now, and I've been picking up the color gray, but also just hearing the word gray and thinking it could be a name. And now I actually have Mr. Gray coming through, which is a name. So I thought that was pretty juicy. So while shuffling the cards, I didn't get much come through, which I normally do, but with the tarot, we got a little bit chatty. So the Chariot I did see while I was shuffling, and then sure enough, right after that, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Wands came out in the reverse position. Again, just confirmation about, you know, now might feel like a turbulent time. You might feel as though you're under some kind of spiritual attack. You feel as though there's a lot of delays and you're just feeling frustrated in your journey right now. But, you know, there is a sense of celebration, collaboration, teamwork. That Three of Cups can even be speaking about those romance vibes that I was talking about a little earlier with that country song Night Train. And then the Ace of Wands is all about inspiration, power, creation, potential, and beginnings. And so I feel like some of you are really just at the beginning of just, you have great potential, and right now you're just at the beginning of really tapping into this power of creation that you have. And you know, the Ace of Wands I saw in a previous reading about how some of you were using that wand. You know, you went into the darkness. The Devil card was where I got this. You took that wand from the Ace of Wands and you used it to make yourself a torch, and then you turn that torch into the wand that the magician is holding. So I really do feel that strongly with that Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands coming through, really seeing you turning all of this around, really igniting that inner fire, becoming inspired by your own power, your own creation, your own potential. And this is because, again, that energy of 10, those new cycles, right? And the cycles that are being released with that 10 of Wands is just feeling as though you're taking on too much. And with the 10 of Wands, I really do see someone who is feeling as though they've had to not only take on too much, but do everything on their own, right? But now it's a time when we're releasing feeling as though we need to do it alone. And actually, like, even for myself, this resonates. Things are coming up in my journey, in my path, where it is releasing that burden of feeling as though I have to do everything on my own. And through that, there has been so much potential, so many new beginnings, just so much power in regards to the potential and where all of this can lead to, and the inspiration as well. And then after that, the Strength card came through. So, you know, a lot of wand energy already, followed by the Strength card. It's just incredible amount of passion and compassion and strength that I see you having and really stepping into. And this could be, you know, again, with the seasons, you know, as above and so below, us now looking forward to the rebirth of the light. Now we're starting to not only look forward to, but starting to see the rekindling of our own light within, getting through this turbulence of this season, the dark and cold, the bitter seasons of when we are meant to journey through ourselves, so that we can also be, rebirth with this season, right? And then I did see the Chariot actually come out of the deck. I was trying to close up the cards, get ready for the reading, and then the Chariot just made a hot appearance with the Eight of Wands. So again, speaking about the amount of passion and action and drive, and talk about I want to say a little joke here, inside joke, like, holy, hold your horses, okay? Just so much action and so much fast movement here. But I really do feel, again, with this like divine intervention, hidden blessings, you might not see that all this is coming in yet. You might not feel it with inside yourself right now, but it's here, it's coming. Also, number 23, I'm not too sure what it is with me yet, but I think one of my guides even might be coming to me from like a 23rd dimension. But the number 23 is very, very important. I'm just still trying to find out for myself, like, why is this number resonate so strongly with me? But I just wanted to share that because I'm still not understanding yet what that power that I feel with number 23 is. You might want to look into the angel number, but I'm not feeling that's it for me. But when I know, I'll let you know. But again, I just feel, and if you know, let me know. But I feel like 23 is just a very, very powerful number. So yes, a lot of power, a lot of action. And it's all happening behind the scenes. So we're going to go ahead and get some confirmation from the tarot on that message, and then we'll get some guidance based on all of what comes through. On the tarot today, I'm using one of my more powerful amethyst stones. Again, a lot of power. And what I'm really feeling drawn to with the amethyst today is very strong for protection against negativity. So going back to feeling as though you're under some kind of like spiritual attack. I'm hearing someone saying like, why me? It's always me. And you're starting to feel as though you have like a curse or something on you, but that's not the case. This is just the time when we're meant to be asking ourselves the tough questions so that we can release the sense of burden that we've been experiencing in the past. So let's go ahead and get our confirmation on that message. Oh gosh, so chatty already, the cards. If you're new here, my name is Crystaljoy, wounded healer and spiritual coach. Let's have a see here. What wants to come through to confirm our message? Thank you. Ooh, gosh, the Lovers. Any guidance? Thank you. Oh my gosh, almost all those cards wanted to fall out. Those two want to come out. I love this. Okay, we have the Lovers. Oh, 4 cards. This is interesting. I'm being guided to actually split these up like this and have the Lovers as kind of like the overall energy right now. And I don't usually read like this. So we're just gonna go with it. So the Lovers in reverse, really talking about the inner journey, that self-love journey. And like I was saying about that 4 of Swords, I think I might have said 4 of Wands or Cups. But again, take it how it resonates, okay? If you hear a tarot reader call a card wrong, like say if I meant the 3 of Wands and I say 3 of Swords, or 4, there you go again, right? I meant to say 4, I said 3. So there's messages there for you if you pick up on those like little errors, okay? Nothing is by coincidence. So again, the Lover is just really speaking overall about self-love in the reverse position, but in the upright position, this is a card all about love, romance, bliss, happiness, balance, duality. So like I was saying, I am getting a little bit of like a romance vibe in today's reading with that song Night Train. And the Chariot, 3 of Cups as well, that Ace of Wands. I mean, someone could even be feeling very inspired in love. And this comes through, we can't lead with that kind of love to give to another if we don't find that within inside of ourselves first, right? So already that as above, so below energy, whoever's resonating with that like romance vibe, the person who wants to give this love, they can't give it unless they've found it within inside themselves for themselves first. So really getting that energy, like both the upright and reversed energy of the Lover's card. I'm feeling guided to go with these 2 cards next. Okay, this is interesting. We have the King of Cups and he's facing the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is like looking me straight in the eyes. This is really interesting. So what I see is masculine energy, feeling very compassionate, feeling very stable in their emotions. So like I said, there is this transition happening, this change, right? Today is all about change. And like I was saying about the emotions, the compassion, where was I going? So many things are coming through right now. Oh yes, like purging the physical body, like helping to heal our physical body from however it resonates, right? And to clear these like emotional, like helping to heal the emotional body to release that spiritual blockage. I'm really seeing that balance coming through, even though if you might not see it or feel it yet, this is happening behind the scenes, divine intervention right now to help to bring this energy about, to help you to feel emotionally stable, to bring yourself back into like a more compassionate state. There has been a lot of masculine energy coming through and guidance to lean back more into the feminine, but I'm actually really liking that we have this heavy masculine energy right here, especially underneath this Lover's card. This is masculine energy who's like deep in the feels right now. But you know, the King of Swords, I almost said King of Wands, right? A lot of passion happening here today. I'm getting like goosebumps. So the King of Swords speaking all about clear and direct communication. But again, this is not bitter communication. This is firm, solid, but understanding and patient. And I feel kind as well. I feel like the King of Swords, although he's holding a sword and, you know, people think of swords as weapons and violence, I see this as a very, very gentle giant is the word that wants to come through. Gentle giant. What's that from? And now I'm thinking about Jack and the Beanstalk. It's just something I'm seeing like when Jack climbs up the beanstalk. So there's something about like you're literally going up to the heavens right now. Like you are about to reach places. And that's so interesting because I did tell you for no reason at all about my resonation with number 23 potentially coming from a 23rd dimension. So like you're going places, and you might not see it or feel it, but this is happening behind the scenes. And I'm just feeling guided again to say this could be in regards to love. Okay, right now underneath the King of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles. Underneath the King of Swords, there's the Ten of Swords. Very interesting. Oh, there's so many things I have to say about this. So this King of Cups is like being in this like balanced emotional stability. This is allowing you to, I feel like this was one of the blockages for some of you because we were talking about needing, like the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups kept coming through as guidance to trust that you can work and collaborate with others, whether that be your higher self, physical people in your journey, your spirit guides, the communication coming into you from the birds. It was all guidance to trust that you can lean into this. That teamwork was all meant to help you to get to where you were going faster. And now I'm seeing this, and it's because you are now finding that trust within yourself to be able to collaborate more with others, kind of drop the guard a little bit, which is interesting because we have this the King of Swords. I feel like, you know, when we think about swords, we think about soldiers standing guard. At least I do. So there's just so much of this coming through about now we've kind of like released that burden of carrying this like emotional burden of feeling as though we need to do it all because we cannot trust other people because the wrongdoings of the past, strongly tying into the messages I've been getting about there's hidden blessings coming into regards to this like legal situation that you've been involved in, something to do with like criminal activity, substance use. It's been so clear coming through in my messages. And so really feeling as though like now that you are kind of dropping, like releasing the emotional, the burdens, like that emotional blockage, right? You couldn't trust other people. And so it created this blockage in you where you wanted to keep people at a distance, like that Four of Pentacles energy. You didn't want to let people too close. You didn't want to share what you had. And I felt like that was also your heart. You didn't want to share your heart with others because you felt as though maybe other people were going to be greedy with what you provided them. But again, this is you stepping more into this energy of being able to trust that you can collaborate. And some of you are already doing this more. And that's allowing you to clear some of that emotional like help to heal the emotional body, clear some emotional blockages. That's helping you to step into this this spiritual rebirth. And with the number 23, I'm also thinking about how there's like a lot of new beginnings coming through in this reading. That 1, 2, 3 ascension energy. And then with the 10 of Swords under the King of Wands, again, this is 10 energy. This is about the cycle regenerating. And it's interesting because, like I was saying about in the past, feeling as though you're carrying a significant burden, an emotional burden, feeling as though you need to do it all on your own because you simply cannot trust people. You're now balancing that, and what it's doing is it's helping you to stand more clear and firm in your boundaries, to know your truth, to speak your truth, to feel as though you are more suited to kind of take leadership of the protection. And this can be for anyone resonating as feminine as well, right? This is your inner masculine really stepping up and taking the throne and doing what is necessary to protect his kingdom from all of the pain, all of the burdens from the past, like literally feeling as though you're crawling on the ground. You can't go on any further. But, you know, with the 10 of Swords in the reverse position, I see this as the swords are falling out of your back. You'll start to heal physically, emotionally, mentally, right? This is mental energy, thought, ego, but really, really balanced in those energies. And I love how we can see that mirror effect in the energies, how we go from just this dark place to so strong in ourselves, knowing who we are, knowing our boundaries, standing firm in our boundaries. I'm also really drawn to the two birds all of a sudden. There's strong duality here, really strong duality. Now, between the Three of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, I really did cover it when we talked about those energies kind of being split with the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Because what I really see with the Three of Pentacles is that same message about how now that we are able to work with others, work within ourselves, you know, that self-love, to be able to, you know, filling up our own cup, to be able to provide love and care to other people, to collaborate with others, releasing the burdens, the pain. And again, it's painful what you're going through right now. I was feeling as though like you're under a spiritual attack. You just feel like the world is out to get you right now. But this is all happening so that you can release all of this pain and just move forward. And again, like what I was saying with the King of Cups, the way that the King of Cups just, here you're looking at it reverse, so I have to get it right. The King of Cups is just so focused on the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is just looking straight ahead, like he's driving the Chariot card, right? And, you know, what I see with the Lovers card is the masculine is focused on the feminine, and the feminine is focused on the divine. There is a sense of this collaboration between the inner masculine and feminine. And, you know, again, this could be also speaking about an outward journey between two physical counterparts. The ways that they're able to work together as the feminine sort of leads the masculine by letting the divine to lead her. And there's that Three of Pentacles energy, right? I did pick that up in a while ago in a reading, in a few readings, where it was about this like collaboration between you and three major guides. And what I'm seeing right now, it's just like you taking that oath, swearing on this journey, collaborating with your feminine, your counterpart, and the divine, right? So many messages coming through with today's reading. And the energy I feel is just so, I feel so light and at peace right now. And really, if you look at the kings here, the skies are almost clear skies, and very interesting because the King of Cups got a little bit of a gray sky happening here. It's not turbulent, you know, it's not totally blue skies happening here, but interesting enough is like the Mr. Gray that I was getting from the Dreamcatcher earlier in the reading. You know, I see the gray skies here. So it's like this king, when you were in this energy of not being able to trust other people, putting that emotional blockage within yourself by not having trust in collaboration with, again, your higher self, physical people, your spirit team, it made you kind of gray. It made you Mr. Gray. It made your skies gray. It made you feel not independent, but just so on your own, left to your defenses. That was something I had in another reading. Holy, okay. I feel like I have so much more to say with this message, but let's go ahead and get some guidance. I feel like the Earth Warriors Oracle is really calling me today, and I have the Green Aventurine on that deck. This is a very powerful luck stone, 777 energy, and you know, when I look at that stone as well, I also do feel that it's connected to money. I don't know how that resonates with other people, but that's just the way that it speaks to me. And you know, we have the Three of Pentacles here, but there has been a lot of Pentacles energy coming through in my readings about those hidden blessings and those ships of abundance coming in for you. And I did say that 8 is a powerful number today. That 8 of Wands really did stand out to me. And again, this is a Wands suit that's full of passion, fire, action, dedication. The bottom of the deck, I just said top of the deck. Let's get one more card. Just as a... Those are just kind of hanging out. Let's see here. Any more guidance wants to come through? 2 more messages. It's a lot to come through for the Earth Warriors, but we'll do it. I was saying, I gotta be careful what you ask for, right? Oh, this is great. This is... Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay. This is very interesting energy. I almost thought we had... the White Buffalo woman here, but we do have a counting sequence with number 42 and number 43. Kenyini, in each other we find ourselves. There's that lover's energy, okay? And with 43, Viracocha, honor the light. This is honoring your own inner light, honoring the divine, honoring the cycles of the seasons, as above, so below, you know, with inside yourself and the seasons that we're going through. Where I am right now, we're in that winter season, right? So it's a darker time, but again, we are looking towards the birth of the light. We are now preparing for that new bright season. Number 14 came through. This is Clan of the Wolf Heart. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. Okay, so this is just a reminder about who we are, a reminder to check in with yourself, to remind yourself of who you are, truly how powerful you are. And we have number 9 here as well, all about endings, right? To step into the 10 energy, that regeneration of these cycles. Blessings of Kumu, no good thing shall be withheld. So I think for today, I just want to go ahead and get the information from the guidebook. Really drawn to this grandmother here. Some of you have some very, very ancient spirit guides. Let's have a peek here. Number 42. But yes, going back to like what I was saying about the counting sequence, is I've been seeing that a lot in my readings. Like there's speaking about this ascension, this elevation that you're going through. And I have been seeing it also go in a backwards sequence, 3, 2, 1, speaking about like you're about to blast off. And again, we've seen so much of that confirmation come through about how things are about to get moving and how quickly for you. So with number 42, our message here is, this is the card for in each other we find ourselves. There is a spiritual purpose for that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. As the ones ahead of you move forward, so does too room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. So many things that I felt come through with there, but I really was getting that 6 of Pentacles energy, right? That reciprocity, and that whole message. I was just thinking about everything that wanted to come through with this Lovers card right here. So let's go ahead and look at number 43. All right, so honor your light. You are a light bearer. Your sole purpose is to redress the presence of darkness on this planet through shining the light. You are meant to do this in the ways that feel most uplifting to you. What brings brightness to your spirit? Do those things. How can you create a loving legacy to remind others of the light? Exploring and expressing the light in ways that remind others to seek light is also a way to fulfill your divine destiny. Your light is powerful. Use it. So there's that power energy that I was getting. And the other thing that I keep getting drawn to is, so far the Earth Warriors are speaking a lot about inspiration, and I was really getting that with the Ace of Wands. It was a very, very powerful message that came through. We went over it, but that happened as I was getting ready for this reading. So number 14, and I do want to point out as well, there's like a lot of 4s happening here. And so 4 also might be a powerful number for you today, but I'm feeling like a very grounded energy from these Earth Warriors coming through, helping us to just ground so that we can allow ourselves to like really step into this energy of stillness, but without having any kind of like guilt over ourselves for taking that time for ourselves. Again, remember how powerful you are. Not only use your power, but you have to take time to regenerate yourself because of how powerful you are. Okay, remember we talked about, if you watch my previous messages, finding that sustainable amount of self-love so that you can love and guide others. And I did say in that message that you are a light bearer. So number 14 now, another 4 energy card, but again, this brings us to that 5 energy again, right? Lots of change happening right now. So this is the clan of the wolf heart. We are the ones we have been waiting for. You belong with the wolf-hearted. This is a soul collective with boundaries beyond bloodlines and geography. It's really feeling those strong boundaries with that King of Swords. It is based on a soul collection to love's wisdom and higher truths of the divine. The collective is united through wolf medicine of the heart, and the heart. These qualities of the divine feminine unify, allowing for a palpable experience of oneness that brings power to our collective wisdom and purpose. So I feel like these are very powerful confirmations for our message, but also some guidance in here as well. Just really, I feel strongly right now, just really taking time for ourselves, nurturing ourselves, loving ourselves, so that when the season comes for us to be sharing ourselves and really blossoming with the season, that we have that amount of love to give. And I feel guided to say for some of you that's already taking place. So our last message with number 9, blessings of Kumu. This is no good thing shall be withheld. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. It does not want to be limited to repeat what has already been. Newness needs to burst through you in startling expressions of abundant life. You are guided into unknowing territory, guided to the beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you need so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith to allow for the greater workings of spirit. So truly today's overall guidance is just to be in that stillness, continue to have that trust in your higher team, people in your journey, your inner self, your inner masculine and feminine, and just, take time for yourself, rejuvenate yourself, provide that self-love for yourself, and everything else is truly happening. Like a lot of divine intervention taking place right now. So much is happening behind the scenes, but through these messages you're hearing about how much is truly coming in for us, and so much talk about the light that is about to be reborn, not just within the season, but within inside of ourselves. So truly loving this message today. I feel so blessed to be able to deliver this. I hope it finds who it was meant for, and be sure to like and comment, let me know if it resonated, and you can subscribe to be notified when I post next, and I'll see you in my next reading.